4.3. Contract termination and dispute. Waiver. Owner or agent's waiver of any one or more defaults by tenant shall not be considered a waiver of any subsequent default. Notice: acceptance by owner or agent of rent with knowledge of a material noncompliance by tenant under this lease, or acceptance by owner or agent of performance by tenant that varies from the provisions of this lease, or any rules or regulations adopted by owner or agent, shall not constitute a waiver of such breach or variance, and any such acceptance of rent or performance shall be with full reservation of all of owner's and agent's rights and remedies. Acceptance by owner or agent of partial payment of any rent shall be on account of actual rent, and no endorsement on any check or any other letter accompanying and payment shall be deemed a satisfaction and accord, but owner and agent may accept such payment with prejudice to any rights to collect the balance due and or possession of the premises. Tenant accepts this notice pursuant to section 55-248.34:1 of the VRLTA. Noncompliance with this section constitutes a material breach of this lease agreement. Oral promises, errors. This lease, together with tenant's application, any and all addendums, rules and regulations, and tenant handbook, constitutes the entire agreement among parties, and except as provided in paragraph 1, owner or agent may modify the rules from time to time upon 30-day written notice to tenant. This lease shall be construed, interpreted, and applied according to the Virginia law and the VRLTA, and it shall be binding and inure to the benefit of the heirs, successors, assigns, as permitted, and administrators of the parties. Noncompliance with this section constitutes a material breach of this lease agreement. Severability. If any term, covenant, condition, or provision of this agreement, or the construction thereof to any person or circumstance, shall to any extent be deemed invalid or unenforceable, the remainder of this agreement, or the construction of such term or provision to persons or circumstances other than those to which it is held invalid or unenforceable, shall not be effective thereby, and each term, covenant, condition, and provision of this agreement shall be valid and enforceable to the fullest extent permitted by law. The affected provisions shall be amended to fit the intention of the parties by a local court mediator. Attorney's fees. In any legal action to enforce the terms hereof related to the premises, regardless of the outcome, the owner or agent shall be entitled to all costs incurred in connection with such action, including all reasonable attorney's fees, costs, and charges. Tenant acknowledges all attorney's fees shall be classified and billed to the tenant as added rent. Tenant further acknowledges, should they bring suit against agent as defendant, tenant shall pay all legal costs incurred by agent to be removed from the suit. Tenant acknowledgement. Tenant acknowledges that agent does not own nor makes financial decisions for the property they have chosen to reside. Tenant acknowledges that agent is not the liable party in connection with the tenant's assertion case or other landlord-tenant suits. Tenant acknowledges the proper party is clearly named on the lease agreement. Tenant further acknowledges, should they bring suit against agent as defendant, tenant shall pay all legal costs incurred by agent to be removed from the suit.